Yo, what up, everyone? It's your boy Shady C here. Now, there's been a lot of controversy lately with these Confederate monuments. Should they stay up? Should they be taken down? I'm gonna tell y'all, and it might shock a few people, but I'm gonna explain myself. Watch the entire video. First off, let's answer the question: why does the left want the monuments taken down? Do they magically have a conscience now? Nah, they're just as violent as ever. Do they magically now love the black community? No, I don't believe that's the case either. The reason they want the monuments down is because they lost. Think about it. It's illegal to talk about Nazis in Germany. You do the Nazi salute, you go to jail. Is it because they magically love the Jewish community now? No, it's because they lost. If the Nazis would have won, do you think it would be illegal today? Nope. Germans just don't want to be reminded that they were on the wrong side of history. So now we go back to the Democrats, the liberals. Do you think they magically grew a conscience? Nope. They don't want the monuments up because they lost. If the Democrats had won the Civil War, there'd be even more monuments up. There'd be even more things up. Slavery would still be running around today. Now, the Republicans are being stupid. They want the monuments up, but they're like, well, want to preserve our history. It's not your history. You're a Republican. You should be against this bull. It's not your history. It's the racist Democrats' history. Now, the monument should stay up as a constant reminder to the left what they did, what they supported, and what they wanted. See, a lot of people say that Lincoln didn't care if the slaves were freed or not. He did make a speech. It said, if I could preserve the Union by freeing all the slaves, I would do it. If I could preserve the Union by freeing some of the slaves, I would do it. And if I could preserve the Union, freeing none of the slaves, I would do it. He did make that speech. But why did he make that speech? To preserve the Union. To stop the southern states from freaking out. Now, bear in mind, I'm a southerner, but I'm very much against what the South did. Very much against it. But in reality, it's been proven Lincoln wanted all the slaves to be free. He was the first president in U.S. history to not own a slave. He didn't own any of them, and he was the first one. Google it. Do your history. Every president before him owned slaves. Lincoln didn't, because he was against the practice of owning a fellow human being, keeping a fellow human being in bondage. So, I believe the monument should stay up. But not for the reason these ignorant Republicans are doing it. We need to preserve our history. Nope. We need to throw it in the face of every Democrat. They want to forget. I'll get in debates with Democrats and bring it up. You guys are the ones who supported slavery now. You know that, right? Oh, the party switched. That's a myth. The parties didn't switch. Google it. The only thing happened, I believe it was like, there were hundreds of racist Democrats in the Senate, in the House, as governors, as mayors. 4 of them switched. 4 Democrats switched and became Republicans. 4. Al Gore Daddy, he stayed a racist Democrat. Strom Thurmond, no, he's one of the ones that switched. Strom switched. What's his name? The KKK guy that Hillary Clinton loves. He stayed a racist Democrat. 4 Democrats became Republicans after the Civil War. 4. Out of the thousands of racist Democrats, 4 switched. 4. Like the 4 horsemen. So no, I believe the monument should stay. But I believe it should stay as a reminder to the Democrats of the horrible stuff they did. And I believe it should stay due to the fact that I believe when you forget the past, you're doomed to repeat it. So everybody needs to look at these statues of horribleness, of terror, and go, never gonna do that again. Never gonna let that happen again. Here at the Shady C Network, we speak out against racism. We speak out against slavery that happened years ago. We speak out against all forms of hatred. See, when Donald Trump, I'm going to sideline here for a minute, said that both sides were wrong, the left came out and said, well, it was just the right that did it that time. Yes, it was. I agree. It was just the right that time. But 2 weeks ago, Antifa, who was a left-wing terrorist group, did something. A month before that, Antifa, which is a left-wing terror group, did something. Trump came out, and again, I didn't vote for Trump. I don't like Trump. I don't support Trump. He came out and said both sides are wrong. Because in the past few months, both sides have done some crazy stuff. So I see why he did that. I understand why he did that. But anyways, if you agree with me, like, subscribe, and share. If you don't agree with me, you're wrong. But like, subscribe, and share. Push comments down below. Tell me what you think. And remember, this is Shady C, and I'm always right.